Well, good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to Coffee with Billie and Bear. Although we're not drinking coffee, right? We're
No,
we're actually helping our immune
smoothies.
system.
Yeah, smoothies and water.
Water, good old filtered water.
Yes.
But anyway, welcome.
Welcome.
Billie and I were talking recently, and we both felt that with all that's going on in the world, it might be a good time to make a video, share some of our thoughts, some of our personal revelations, so to speak.
hmm
And hopefully it may help you do some of thinking for yourself and maybe present a different perspective on how to deal with all of this.
Yeah, I love it. Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah, we were meditating kind of on that whole topic, everything that we're all facing right now. And one beautiful thing that you brought up that came through was that we all have the power of choice
yes,
in this, and choice being where we put our attention and our awareness to.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
because I know, a lot of this stuff, it kind of angers you inside. We're all kind of dealing with, some old anger bubbling up over what's going on for all of us, the situation. But we know that whatever you put your attention on, you feed, it gets bigger. So that was kind of tough, coming to the realization of, if I watch this thing that upsets me, but I want to share it, but it's activating anger.
yeah.
Am I really doing something good or not? We want to bring peace and joy and for everyone to tap into their truth. So, yeah, what do you want to say about that?
Well,
What came up with that?
I was sharing an example of, and I'm sure this is true with most everybody. When you view, say, a news item or a broadcast on TV and mainstream media, or video on alternative media, many of them are designed to solicit a reaction. And unfortunately, the majority of them I feel is a reaction of fear or anger. And many of us we have that sort of protective shield that we stand behind to protect our families, protect our friends, protect society. And so we get very vocal about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I was sharing with Billy is that we have a choice of how we present it. And I understand it's not real easy to take something that's very fear-based or negative and put it in a positive light. I mean, our ego is screaming at us, give it to them, put
Mm-hmm.
it out there and make other people angry and fearful because then they will act.
Mm-hmm.
But then I realized just recently, in fact, Billy and I were meditating about it, and I felt that it was almost insulting to the viewer or whoever would read what I had to say or also view say the video. It's insulting to them for me to frame it, for me to say, hey, you should feel anger or fear or whatever. That's not my role. My role is, I feel, although I could be silent and not share anything, but I think we have a responsibility as a citizen of the world to share information, but also the good information. And when we share information, let the receiver decide how they want to react to it. Otherwise, we're insulting, I think, their intelligence.
Yeah.
And so, for example, we share something and just say, okay, this is what I came across. I'm presenting this for your review to see what you think
Mm-hmm.
and see how you can present that in a positive way for humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think all of us know about vibration, and we do know that levels of vibration, the more we raise them in love, the more constructive it
Yeah.
is.
And the
So,
better for your immune system.
oh, yeah,
You're boosting your immune system.
absolutely.
Yeah, so what we were talking about was putting on or helping people. Like if you're going to repost something, but it has a little fear based stuff, but yet also some good points, is when you share it, imagine putting on these glasses and assisting
Yeah,
people in seeing it through a different lens, because immediately you're going to trigger their own fear or their own anger or whatever. But if we first post it in a way where, um, you keep that elevated, the energy elevated. I already forgot what I said earlier, um, but still, it's about, so that when they read your words first and it's more in line with love and, information, um,
Yeah.
rather than getting caught up in that fear and anger, then you're already helping them as they read it. They're going to have those words and they're going to actually be viewing it from that point of view.
Mm-hmm.
We all have a perspective that we're coming into this with, you know. So you could have just had a conversation with a friend and it was or neighbor, and it was completely fear based. And then you go look online on Facebook and see what everybody posted, and you're going to see more of those, things that are going to charge you, like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But that's because you were in that vibration at the moment. So
Yes.
even if we feel a calling, oh wow, this is important news, this needs to be shared because people need to be aware. Yeah, if think about, okay, what intention am I about to send this out with?
Yeah.
What can I first say that is loving?
Yeah.
Because I think this is such a powerful time for us. It is our ascension time and time of great transition all over the planet, and we all came here with a mission, with a purpose. And some of us hold back because we're afraid of spreading fear, right? Because the fear spreads stronger than any virus.
Yeah.
But how do we then bring peace? How do we flip it and still share things that we think are important? Because there is a lot of truth coming out now.
Yeah.
This is the time of disclosure also, because some of the old systems that aren't working anymore, or haven't been for a very long time, they're crumbling. And, as far as how energy works, we know that, you can't really fix the old paradigm, but we can create the new, right? This has got its own vibration and things. So,
well, everybody is saying it's going to be a different living, different world going forward, and thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, amen. Yeah.
And so, and just following up on the lens thing, to me, it's such a good visual for everything we do in life, not just in what we're dealing with in the world situation, but even your own family. Say you have children. Before you, let's say one of your kids does something that you don't approve of or whatever, visually put on those love glasses. Put the glasses on how you relate to your child. You're going to relate through the filters on the lenses of love. And you'll use different words, and you'll give them a different energy rather than having them feel they're being demeaned or scared.
Yeah, exactly.
But we can use those. I think that's the biggest thing I got out of this. It's the visual of wearing the glasses of love.
Yeah, because you're setting the tone of how they will perceive that message.
Yeah.
So if you can diminish some of the fear, even if you say, okay, well, this is great, informative, but, just watch the first 3 minutes, because the rest is, whatever. But you want the receiver to just be informed, but also be able to discern from within them, and not hear it from a place of fear, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
So
it's about choice, right? Because we originally started talking about that. So in any moment, we have a choice, What do we want to contribute to? The positive or the negative? Because there's so much good, but the good's usually quieter behind the scene. So what we're seeing is a lot of the negative right now. But just know that there's also a lot of good stuff underneath.
Yeah.
And we're all waking up and coming into the truth and sharing our gifts and our power. And our power is love, the love vibration. So as we put on those glasses and we also help others see through filters of love, then we make positive changes.
And that's something that you can teach, certainly to your children. And you're also, you'll set the example. And if you feel comfortable in sharing the same visual analogy that we're using right now, of putting on the glasses, the filter of love on how you see the world, how you approach personal situations and
Hmm.
discussions with your partner or your children or neighbors or whatever the case may be.
Politicians.
Yeah,
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 because it is time for us to step up and make that change, but
yeah.
we can't always do it with force. We can't do it from a place of anger. I mean, we could, but what's the outcome going to be? It's going to
Right.
be more stuff to be angry about.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if we truly want to make
Exactly.
change, we need to put on those filters. And those filters that you're talking about, that love filter, is really more your natural state. It is our
Yeah.
true self. It is the wise one within us. When we come out of anger or fear, that is our ego self, the one that
Yeah.
doesn't feel safe and all that. But we all have that higher part. So
Yeah.
we literally all have a pair of those love glasses. So put yours on. It's time.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little visit or
Yes.
coffee. I have my Green Bay Packer goblet here. I just
Okay.
realized that.
Ooh,
Happen to be a Packer
ooh.
fan from Wisconsin.
There you go.
So,
Hey,
anyway,
Wisconsin friends. Okay.
yeah.
And everybody else out there. All right. Yeah. So have a
Okay.
wondrous, glorious, and loving day.
Yeah.
As you set that intention, it will be so.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
if you have a chance, give us some feedback on it,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you think. We're open to anything.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on it. And,
Yeah. What do your love glasses show you?
yeah.
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 What do they filter for you?
So we'll see you next time with coffee or water with Billy and Bear.
Yes.
And have a wonderful day. And we
Yeah.
love you and we
Yes.
support you.
Love you. Yes. Do something
Yes.
fun.
All right. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye. See you soon.
Okay.